Dear teachers, graduates, and family, I've been thinking of this day, and particularly this speech, for a very long time. What do I talk about? Who do I address? How do I make it special? It seems like just yesterday I walked into my first class here at KIS. It was a writing class with Miss Thornton. Paul, Serge, you guys were there that day. That was 7 years ago, and as I wrote this reflection, I began to realize how truly special KIS is. KIS is more than a school. It's like a second home, a home in which so many of us on stage today have grown up in. In these past 7 years, I've grown up so much as a student, athlete, and person, and I owe it all to this school. I will miss this place more than anything, because it is made up of so many special people whom I love. Therefore, I would like to dedicate this reflection to KIS and everyone who has made it so special. First off, we must thank Mr. Postolowski and Ms. Kilby for being the organizers of this lovely ceremony today. Without you, none of this would be possible. I must also thank the administration, Mr. Legan for guiding us through these past 4 years of high school, and Mr. Woodruff for truly changing KIS. Your projects have not gone unnoticed, let alone unappreciated. KIS is on the rise, and I'm deeply sad that my time here has come to an end, just as this school is reaching new heights. Now, while the latter parts of my speech may give another impression, first and foremost, KIS is a school. There were many teachers, such as Ms. Chemris, Ms. Taylor, Mr. Byers, Ms. A, and so many others, that not only taught me many different subjects, but how to love my subjects. Thanks to you, I approached every class with a smile on my face, ready to learn something new. Mr. and Mrs. Hume, without you, KIS would still be back in the Middle Ages. Your media and theater productions are truly remarkable. With all the plays, live streams, yearbooks, and Stuka events orchestrated by you, I sometimes think to myself, how are you two still going? It must be the coffee. You guys drink a lot of coffee. But really, it's your dedication. And I want to thank you both for that dedication, hard work, and passion that you have given to the KIS community. As many of you may know, I love sports. I love football and I love basketball. But above all, I love being a Kozak. So many of my favorite memories here at KIS were created while wearing the red and black, Kozak colors. Together, as Kozaks, we won and lost many games. And although we never achieved what we all dreamed of doing, if given the chance, I would never redo it again, because I loved every minute of our journey. Therefore, I'd like to take some time to thank my coaches who sacrificed many hours of their own time to always be there for us during this journey. Mr. Conover, Mr. Holmquist, and Mr. Stubbs, I've been lucky enough to travel around the world with each of you throughout our basketball journey. And although you all taught me a lot about the game of basketball and a few things about the game of pickleball, most of all, you taught me the values of being a leader. Being a leader means sacrifice is imperative. It means you need to be willing to give up everything for the good of the people you love. I will never forget any of the trips we went on, and I wanted to thank you all for sacrificing your own time to make this journey possible. Mr. Johnny, I could have dedicated a whole speech to you and all the adventures we've shared together. Now that would be one hell of a speech. I mean, where do we start? The mountain in Lviv, the hostel in Georgia, the game in Moscow. We've had so many special moments throughout these past 4 years. You've always been a tremendous support both on and off the basketball court. You've shown me how to be a man and how to deal with certain things in life. I thank you for this. And I know one day when I come back and visit, Levi will not only be the biggest baller on the court, but the best man off of it, just like his father. A couple nights ago, I won my first Athlete of the Year award here at KIS, and couldn't have been more proud. I have won many awards in this school. However, the biggest award for me has been being part of something so special as our school sports teams. I will forever cherish all the trips and tournaments that I've been on, along with all the friendships that I've formed up from them. My senior buddies here, Greg, Tisha, Kobe, Jake, Serge, thank you guys for making this year a special one. We've established a friendship that I hope will last a very long time. Now, I think it's probably unheard of for a senior to have an entire portion of his graduation speech about freshmen. But then again, I've never met two more special freshmen. Giorgio and Pietro, you two are like younger brothers to me. You truly have the world at your feet. The amount of potential I see in both of you is immense. Don't ever stop smiling and laughing because it's infectious. And it's been infecting me since the day I met each of you. Kate and Steph, president and vice president, you guys are superstars. Thank you guys for always being there for me. And if you ever decide you'd like to take the next step beyond Stuco in your political careers, I promise you, you will always have my vote. Floria, me and you, we're always going to be the OGGG. And finally, there's a famous Japanese proverb that says, when the character of a man is not clear, look at his closest friends. With this in mind, I know I am the best man. But not because of anything I've ever done, but because my two best friends are the best men. Paul and Giovanni, you guys have impacted my life like no one else I've ever known. Paul, I'm so glad Miss Thornton forced you to sit next to me that day in the cafeteria. A KIS without Paul Zegers is something else. Gio, born in Milan, made in Matunic. Your character, passion, kindness, and swagger is irreplaceable, both here at KIS and in my heart. Boys, I know our friendship will not end once we receive our diplomas. If we receive our diplomas. You two are my brothers, forever. Georgia, you actually are my sister. And I couldn't be more proud of the person you've grown up to be. You are a kind, supportive, open-minded to everyone, a fighter on the court, and a referee's worst nightmare. A true Feekins. Georgia Feekins. Mom and Dad, I've sat in the audience and watched countless times as other students have praised your work on stage. You've impacted so many people in your time here at KIS, and to think those people only had you for 7 hours a day for approximately 180 days of a year. Now to think I've had you guys for every single day of my entire life. There are no words to describe how lucky I am. I love you guys and thank you. Truly, thank you. All these people taught me to live in the moment, to love the moment, to cherish the moment. This school is a very special place, and I've loved every minute of my 7 years here. You can never know where life will take you. However, you always know one thing. You can give it your all. My final words are for the class of 2019 and all future classes. Never give up on your dreams. Never stop fighting for something you believe in. And never forget the people, the place, the memories that made you the person you are. Thank you, KIS.